Hello, my name is Jason Steffen, and I am proud to be the MLA for Red Deer South and the MC for this event. We are here at Dixon Dam and want to thank the staff here for hosting us today. It's wonderful to be on the site of Dixon Dam. Dixon Dam is part of key critical water management infrastructure in our province and certainly for central Alberta. And not the least of all, it also has beautiful Glenifer Lake, which is a favorite recreation area for residents and tourists alike. I'd like to introduce my friend and colleague, RJ Sigerson, Alberta's Minister of Agriculture and Irrigation, to make an important announcement today. Minister Sigerson, you have the floor.
Well, thank you, MLA Steffen. You represent such an amazing area of the province, and thank you for your advocacy on representing your constituents here and this important announcement here today as well. Now, good afternoon, everyone. Of course, it's great to be here at Dixon Dam today. Alberta's water management infrastructure provides a reliable water supply for irrigation, municipal, industrial, agricultural, and recreational use, and for fish and wildlife habitat, flood mitigation, and erosion protection. Now, this includes infrastructure like the Dixon Dam, which was built here in 1983 to help supplement adequate water supply for Red Deer and Drumheller and enhance low winter flows along the Red Deer River. Now, to ensure Alberta's growing communities are protected from the impacts of flood and drought, and have the water supply that they need, Alberta's government is continuing to invest in strong water management infrastructure. We are taking action, planning ahead, and we are managing our resources wisely to protect our environment and prepare our communities and economy from potential drought, fire, and flood. Now, this is why we earmarked $50 million in Budget 2024 to complete vital projects, including Phase 2 of the Dixon Dam Spillway Enhancement Project under the Water Management Program. The project boosts the discharge capacity of the auxiliary spillway for the dam, which allows water to be safely discharged out of the Glenifer Reservoir during extreme floods. This means increasing the spillway capacity to 4,900 cubic meters per second from 2,800 cubic meters per second. Construction crews will also make dam and dike upgrades. Alberta's government plans to work on Phase 2 of the project this summer, and we hope to have it completed by the fall of 2026. Last fall, construction on Phase 1 of the project included modification of the service spillway, increasing its capacity from 2,500 cubic meters per second to about 3,500 cubic meters per second. Before the Dixon Dam was built, water flows in the Red Deer River could get as low as 2 cubic meters per second over the winter months. Now the flows are averaging 16 cubic meters per second, providing reliable water supplies to Red Deer, Drumheller industry, and agriculture users. And I met with the staff managing here, and they did say an assessment was done stating that if the dam wasn't here, Red Deer wouldn't have been able to grow past 40,000 individuals. So this is huge for Red Deer and all the communities on the Red Deer River. Now, Alberta's water infrastructure is a priority for us. My ministry owns and operates 30 large dams and more than 50 smaller dams across the province, 340 kilometers of major irrigation headwork canals, and flood protection berms and dikes as a part of the water management program. Additional projects funded from the program include upgrades at the St. Mary Dam and the Paddle River Dam, and infrastructure upgrades at Waterton Dam and the Carsland, Bow River Headworks, and Western Headworks. The water management program provides water for industry, communities, and for irrigation. And so we continue to maintain and upgrade this infrastructure, knowing its importance to the province. Ultimately, by investing in projects like the Dixon Dam Spillway Enhancement Project, we are taking the necessary steps now to protect our water management infrastructure and ensure its resiliency so that Albertans have a safe, reliable water supply for years to come. Well, thank you, everyone. I will now introduce Rudy Friesen, the Executive Director of the Red Deer River Municipal User Groups, for some comments. Thank you for being here, Rudy.
Thank you, Minister, and good afternoon, everyone. As the Minister said, I'm Rudy Friesen. I'm also the Chief Administrative Officer for the town of Bowden, but I am here today as the Executive Director of the Red Deer River Municipal Users Group. First of all, let me tell you a little bit about our group. Our group consists of members, municipal members that span the existence of the Red Deer River watershed throughout the province of Alberta, all the way from Clearwater County and the headwaters of the Red Deer River down to Special Areas Board and MD of Acadia near the Saskatchewan border. And the purpose of our organization, formed in about 2006, is to ensure the long-term sustainability of the watershed, the Red Deer River water system, for the growth of municipalities. And as the Minister indicated, that growth consists of many things for our municipal members, from municipal growth in population for cities like Red Deer and Drumheller, industrial developments throughout the watershed, and of course agricultural developments that take place with the use of the river water, such as irrigation systems, and some exciting new irrigation projects are being examined on the Red Deer watershed, and we're very supportive of those activities as well. We're incredibly pleased as an organization that the province has seen the value and taken some focus on what we believe is one of the province's most important resources, and that is water. I was pleased to attend the provincial budget announcement when Minister Horner spoke of many significant water projects that are underway through the provincial budget announcement for the betterment of the water system. New projects are being examined in terms of their feasibility. But in consort, this project is an incredibly important one too, especially for the Red Deer watershed. When you look at the Red Deer River system as the little sister, if you will, to the South Saskatchewan River system, we're the smallest of those water systems in the South Saskatchewan watershed. We also only have 5% of the water storage that exists in the South Saskatchewan River system. The most important of those is, of course, the one that we're talking about here, the Dixon Dam. So it's an incredible value to the Red Deer River system, and it's an incredible piece of infrastructure, and we're incredibly pleased that the province is investing money in this infrastructure for the long-term growth of the residents that use it. Thank you.
That ends the formal portion of today's news conference. We now have time to take some questions from the media. Just a reminder to media in the room and on the phone to please state your name and outlet, and we'll be taking one question, one follow-up today. I don't see anyone in the room, so we'll move to the phones. Operator, can you put through our first caller?
Carrie Tate, Globe and Mail.
Hi, thanks for taking my question. It's both for the Minister and for Mr. Friesen. Can you speak a little bit more about the importance of expanding storage in the province, in the water system?
Well, that's an excellent question and something I'm really proud to talk about. As you can see through our budget 2024, there's major commitment by our government to look at every opportunity to be able to expand storage, understanding what it means to be able to provide the stability in all of our rivers and streams across the province and provide that security to our municipalities, our irrigation districts, all the water users, including industry. And that's why we are now looking at multiple projects. Very excited, the work going on. We've issued the contract now for Airmore to be able to look at the feasibility of that project. But as well, this budget this year has $5 million over the next 3 years to look at feasibility studies for all the possibilities for additional storage. The reality is this is critical for us. Alberta is not only a major agricultural producer, and we understand the impact of what this means to be able to have additional water for the ability for us to support agriculture, including agri-processing and core commodity crops. But we also understand that as a province that continues to grow, seeing almost 200,000 people come to our province last year, that we need to get serious about investing in additional storage and capacity to make sure that municipalities, industry, and our farmers and ranchers have the water that they need every year.
And thanks for answering that. How do you balance that with people who argue that there is a water crisis and that storing it is eventually using it rather than having it cycle sort of through the environment naturally?
Well, what I would say is I think from meeting with a lot of our operators and those that are taking care of our dams and reservoirs across the province, when we have conversation about what this means for stabilizing the habitat of fish as well, just the operators here, I was speaking to them prior to this announcement and asking them about how this reservoir has what it means for the Red Deer River. And they were commenting to me about how low the flows get during the winter and how that has had that does have a negative impact on the environment, including the fisheries downstream, and how they're able to bring those levels up and additionally aerate the water as well, which is they've seen vast improvements to the strength of the trout downstream. So I think there's a balance there, and we definitely have to look at every project, and that's why we do these feasibility studies before we build every dam, and we have to make sure that we balance off the environmental impact with as well understanding the importance of water security in the province. We have a great department with environment and protected areas that do these and work hand in hand through these feasibility studies, and we'll make sure we balance that off. But I would say that overall, being able to control our rivers and streams and make sure that they're at healthy levels, both to support industry, farming and ranching, and our municipalities, also has in a lot of ways some downstream benefits to the environment and the trout and fish that are in those streams and rivers.
Operator, can you put through our next caller?
There are no other questions in the queue at this time.
And that ends today's news conference. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.